everyone, it's Missy from the Jellyfed Elf, and I'm back today with a card making video for you. Today is going to be a really quick and simple masculine birthday card. My husband's birthday is this month. He is out of the house bowling, so I figured now would be the perfect time to go ahead and get his card out of the way since I tend to forget. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this Big Day stamp as part of the Celebrations catalog. I've talked about it before. I've used it before. I'm also going to use the 2-inch circle punch, the 2.5-inch circle punch, and possibly this banner punch. I haven't quite decided. Another thing I'm going to use is the Typeset specialty paper. This is very, very thin. It reminds me of like regular writing paper, so it's very thin. But I pulled out these patterns, and we're going to use those. And the sketch we're going to use is this one. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to use it without the bow, and we're not going to use pearls or rhinestones. We may use this banner. So let's get started. Move everything out of the way. Okay, first things first is I am going to pull in my card base. I have a standard size card base, which means it's cut at 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. So when it's mailed, it'll measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold that over. I screwed up my score lines, but I wasn't going to throw this paper away just because of that. I don't normally show that on camera just because I think most people know how, but if you're new to card making and you want to know how to score, just leave me a message and let me know. I have my inside panel, which I'm not going to stamp on. I'll just write him a message, probably something silly. So I'm going to attach that with snail. And I did something to my snail, so it's rolling out weird. I don't know what I did, but refills are on the way, thank goodness. Okay, and this is a piece of Very Vanilla that measures 4 by 5 1/4, so it's just a 1/4 inch smaller. Perfect. Okay, so these are the pieces of the Typeset paper I've cut. These two measure 1 7/8 by 3. This piece measures 1 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to attach this one first. I think these are really good papers for a masculine type card because they're not flowery. They are a little vintagey, which isn't normally my style, but I think I love how like stark the white, the vanilla is against the black. I think it's fantastic. Okay, so these should line up together. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna turn this. There should just be a little bit of space. I'm not gonna push that all the way down. I'm glad I didn't because it needs to come up. Does it need to come up more? Maybe just a little bit higher. So if you hear water running, I feel like I've had to say this the last couple of videos, but you know what? I don't mind because we've been in such a drought. But we are defrosting from the ice storm we had the other day. And so water is running off our roof. And it's right outside my craft room window. And you may not be able to hear it. I don't ever remember to pay attention when I'm editing to see if I can actually hear it or not. So, oh, don't stick. Don't do it. Let's see. Come down just a little bit. You have to be very, very, very careful with this paper because it's so thin. that'll probably tear on you really quickly. Good so far. Okay, so let's bring in our piece of Very Vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and punch it first just because I never remember where to punch when or where to stamp when I'm gonna punch something out. So I'm just gonna get a piece of that. We'll leave this pretty close by because you guys know that I am prone to making mistakes. But hopefully I won't make one today. So I have the happy birthday mounted on this block and I cannot find the block that fits. So what I've done is I've turned the block a little cattywampus and attached it, and it should work no problem. I'm using our Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. Stick around because I have an announcement to tell you at the end. So. Perfect. Oh, I like it. Very much, Steph. Very much. Okay, let me bring in, I have a spare piece. This is actually the other half of that basic black card base. So, let me pull in the 2.5 inch circle punch. Oh, I pinched my finger. Dude. Ow. That's what happens when you have fat fingers. You pinch them. Ouch. I'll live. Take one for the team and live, I think. Maybe touch and go for a minute. Okay, let's grab some dimensional adhesive. Dimensional adhesive. I'm not apologizing this time. I'm going to put how many I want, and you guys can just judge me in silence. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, we've had an ice storm Thursday, Friday. I don't even remember. Friday. And so I know people up north make fun of us, but people in Texas can't drive when it's sunny and 102 outside. They dang sure can't drive when you put a little water on the ground, whether it's frozen or not frozen. So we are defrosting today, and we're expecting thunderstorms on Tuesday and more of this stuff on Thursday. So yay, all of our seasons in a week. It's always helpful. So I'm gonna put that about right there. Really like that. So what I did is I took the banner punch, and I had an extra scrap piece of that DSP, and I thought instead of using pearls or rhinestones that we could do these down the side. So is that a little, yeah, that's a little busy. How about we do just plain black ones down the side? Hopefully I won't pinch myself this time. Don't pinch yourself, people. It hurts. It hurts real bad. And I am not embossing these or anything. Again, I want to keep this as plain as possible. Rob wouldn't care just because he just doesn't. I could give him the most girliest card and he would appreciate that I remembered to give him a card. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I'm not so bad when it comes to like his birthday, but our anniversary, every year I forget to give him a card. And I think it's because I'm normally on vacation and I'm home and he's around and I forget that I need to go somewhere. Although this year I surprised him and he had his anniversary card before anything. And Valentine's Day. Okay, what do you guys think? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do some dimensional adhesive. So he is turning 51 this year. So he is a little bit older than me. I'll be 37 this year, which is weird for me to say, but last year I turned 36 and thought I was turning 35, and the day of my birthday I had a mini panic attack. I was like, what? How did I get to be 36 years old? It doesn't even feel like it. So I'm just gonna line these up along that thing on the side. And then right here on this line. So he is getting, for Christmas last year, I bought him a new bowling ball, like a spare ball or something. In Christmas this year, he picked out some bowling shoes. And then for his birthday, he's getting a new bowling ball bag. Because within the last year, he's gotten back into league bowling. So he does that every Sunday, and that's actually where he is right now. So, holy cow, this may be my shortest card ever in my life. Let me bring that sketch back up so you can see how close we stay to it. So here's a sketch. It's got a bow and stuff, but we don't have to use it, because you are the boss of your card, and a sketch is just something to help you, give you some guidance or to give you some inspiration. And actually, I went out looking for a sketch because I knew I needed to make a card, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. But when I saw this sketch, I knew that those different color cardstock blocks would look great with just A and B sides of pattern paper. So I really love it. I hope you do too. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the description box below. Oh, before I forget, I don't have one with me, and maybe I can screenshot it and insert it. I'll do my best. But Stampin' Up! Has added four new products that you can earn during celebration. There is a really cute thank you stamp. There's an in color bundle that has twine and buttons in our 2015-2016 in colors. There are, or excuse me, 14-15 in colors. There are vellum sheets that's like printed vellum. I'm really excited to see in person. And then there is another stamp set with a butterfly and a flower and stuff. And like I said, I'll try to insert that down below. So I'm also offering an incentive. If you order with me in the month of March, you'll be entered in a drawing to win $25 worth of product from Stampin' Up! So all you have to do to be entered is to place an order. So links are always down below. There's also an annotation on the screen if you are not on mobile. If you are on mobile, the links are down below. You can also visit my blog, and there's a little shop here button, and that will take you to my Stampin' Up! Shop. So I'll do the drawing March 31st, so, or I guess April 1st, so April Fool's Day. So you'll have until then, and I will let you know. I'll announce the winner on April 1st. So thanks so much, and like I said, check out the new celebration items that will be added, and thanks for everyone that places an order. You'll get a thank you note, and you'll enter for a chance to win $25 worth of product. So thanks so much for watching, and good night.